Well, hello, scrapbookers and creative friends. Welcome to my technology experiment. This is Thursday Thoughts Live. This is my first one, so just plan for some mess ups because I've been worked with it a little bit, but I think I need a lot more practice. But in any case, I wanted to try this, see how we like it. And if you have suggestions for things that you would like to do, you can chat along with me. I have the chat open, and you're welcome to make any comments along the way. I do want to ask you, if you can't see something or can't hear something, please, please, please put it in the chat right away and I'll see if I can fix it. So what I wanted to do today, it's going to be a little bit back and forth because I do want to show you some of the noteworthy simple page kit. I did work with page kit number one, but as I promised, I messed with it a little bit, and I used it as an inspiration for two other layouts. And this actually, and I wanted, the reason I want to show you at least two other layouts is because I want you to use some of the new paper you have or some of the stash that you have, so that you can use your materials or buy new ones if you like. So I am going to use Noteworthy, and right now, I'm going to attempt to switch and take you to my overhead cam. Hopefully you can see this okay. When I looked on there, it looked really far away, but hopefully you're going to be able to see it okay. Let me see if we can actually see it. Hmm. Why do I not see it? Hmm. This is very bad if you can't see it. Can't see what I'm trying to show you. Hmm. Maybe it's on my phone. Maybe my phone went to sleep. Oh yeah, that might be it. Oh, there we go. I think I woke it up. Don't get seasick. I messed with this to try to get everything in here so you can see it all. I might have to show you like double page spread one at a time, but hopefully you're going to be able to see it. So I did want to start by showing you, some of you may already have ordered the Noteworthy Simple Page Kit. This was number one. I got the bundle, and if you got the bundle, you got one, two, and three. And for if anyone who has not gotten any of the simple page kits before, they do provide an instruction sheet, shows you sample layouts, shows you the cutting guide, and then also how you would lay it out and where you would put your photos. So that's on there. So starting with that one, I decided, I don't know if you watched I think it was my last video, I showed the album planner. And these albums, three albums, or well, actually it's four if I count my heritage, these are the ones I really want to work on this year. I have decided I'm going to use the Noteworthy Simple Page Kits, and I'm also going to use the Noteworthy collection because they all really work well together. Where's the collection? Oh, geez, it's right here. So the Noteworthy collection comes with a project playbook, a bundle, and so forth. But I like the color palette. It has both the tone-on-tone paper and designer paper. So I think it's going to be really flexible for my places we go, people we love, and things we do in conjunction with the simple page kits. So that's what I'm planning to do. Hopefully, I will get it done this year. So let's take a look. I went ahead and I made two layouts for you, and then we'll create the third one together. Make it even a little bit different. So I actually replicated this. I didn't put photos on yet. I think I'm going to use this for things we do, for the Things We Do album for parties. Let me move the bottom part because this is with the bundle, you get three envelopes and also the embellishments as well. But let's look at this layout. I didn't put the embellishments yet either. Let's look at the layout, and you'll see how they compare when I change them up. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. If you When you get a simple page kit, you get two base pages, and this kind of looks like a belt to me across there, this little landing area. And then the beauty of this is, this on this side looks a little bit funny, but when you cut it the way it is designed here, these were 3/4 inch. This was, I wrote it down. So this, you did two 3/4 inch cuts, 3/4 by 12 inches. This is one at 4.5 inches. There are two 4x6s or 6x4. And then these three little ones, you cut, they're each 2x4, 2 inches by 4 inches, but you can see they've scored these so you can cut with your scissors to make them like look like banners. So whenever you get the simple page kit, it is lovely because you can very quickly and very easily make a double page spread. And I do use the top loading pockets because you decorate this side, but you've got this pretty paper on the other side. So that's why I do it that way. So let me show you the completed one. As I said, I have not, I didn't put any photos. I actually didn't even put any embellishments yet because I do want to put it in my book and I'm not sure which party I'm going to highlight. I did use my templates. I have a little bin with templates, one of these little plastic bins, and I have photo templates in here, so that if I'm not sure how I want to put the pictures, I can test it out first. So on this page, on the layout, it has, yeah, this side, it has a 4x6 here and a 4x6 here and a 3.5 by 5.5 here, so that it's framed with that paper. And then this becomes a journal box. On this page, they placed a 4x4 here, another one here, and then this is another one of those 3.5 by 5.5. That's kind of like the true digital size. If you have your photos printed somewhere else or you print them at home, that's true digital size, 3.5 by 5.5. So that's what those are. Now, you know that you don't have to put your photos this way. You can cut them in shapes with the custom cutting system. You can add, you could do two 4x6s, on their side, whatever you can mix and match. But it does give you a basic layout if you just don't feel like thinking too much and you want to just get your layout done quickly. So that is that. So here's this layout. But then I want to show you what I did when I did my first variation on it. I will keep those photo templates there in case you want to see those again. So here are for my top loading pockets. I have this side and then these beautiful stars on the back. I love this color palette because I'm crazy about that teal. Okay, so here's my variation. I guess before I show you the variation, I should show you that you do get the stickers, border stickers, and icon stickers, and these extra little ones came if you got the bundle. Here's my variation. I used our new Valentine collection called Happy Together. This is 6 sheets of paper. I didn't use them all. I think it's one full sheet, one full sheet, yeah, one full sheet, a half sheet, and another little strip. I used the rest of it, and I did use some of the embellishments, and this is what I created. Okay, so that same idea with that kind of belt along here, and then a little extra piece of paper there. So that's what I did here. Here was that same little 4x6. And instead of doing the two 4x6s or 6x4s here, I decided I wanted to give it a different look. So I did two strips of paper here and then balanced it here with the 6x4s on the side. I went ahead and I made those little banners, but then instead of doing a cut paper uh, journal box, I just used one that was in the embellishments. I popped these up on foam squares so that we can slide a picture underneath, and then those are ready to go. And then we have this pretty paper on the back as well. So there's one variation using a different paper. So any paper that you have, if you purchase that Noteworthy Simple Page Kit or any page kit, use what paper you have, and then you'll have more of that same design, if it's a design particularly that you like. So now, the third one on this one, oh yeah, I guess I should show you this. So this is the noteworthy simple pages, and they have this on the these are the pre printed directions that are on there, and then I just put the measurements there. My variation for the Happy Together was that I did the base pages, the middle belt paper, the vertical, the two vertical for the photos, and so forth. And then instead of their making a journal box, I used their journal boxes, and I did pop those up on foam squares as well. So on my third one, I decided I wanted to use an older collection. This is the one from, well, actually, it's from last year, but I also have some pieces of another year here. This was, where is it? I have the paper. Here it is. Yeah. So it was called Sweet on You. And I still had some pieces of this left. Not a lot, because I did use a lot of it. So I used the Sweet on You collection, but didn't have this red anymore. So instead of using, I didn't have it to use, I got a piece of cardstock. So here's what I came up with. We're going to build this one together. All right, so I decided I wanted to use this kind of busy paper over here with the hearts and the chocolate dipped strawberries and the regular strawberries. And here, instead of, because the red, I don't have the red paper available, I got a piece of red cardstock for that. Now, if we look at that, when we look at this layout that they have for you here, there is that kind of belt across here. And I decided I wanted to use the chocolates. So I don't think it's not going to be wide enough to make the 4.5 inch belt on there. But here's what I decided to do. I looked at the design and I saw that if I trim this edge off right here, I can have two sets of 4 rows. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to trim off this edge. Should make it 7 inches. I want it to end up to be 7 inches, because then I can cut that in half and it'll be 3.5 on each side. Okay. Now trim. And then I'm going to make 3.5 inches. I'll have the 2 belts for there. They're not really belts, but I guess we shouldn't talk about belts when we're eating donuts, but or playing with donuts. Okay, so that's going to be in the center here. And they're not, I mean, they're kind of directional, but not really. So it doesn't really matter which ones. Those don't look even. I didn't cut it right. Let me make sure this one's 3.5. Yeah, look at that. It's too big. I'm gonna take it off of this one because it has a little bit left. Hey, that's what we do. Just change it as we go to make it work. Okay. Now, if you've not, I'm sure if you're familiar with our cutter, you'll know. But if you are not familiar with it, we have the sight lines here that you can pull down to check where you're cutting, so you know exactly where you're cutting. Okay, I'm on the 3.5 line. Off it goes. Yeah, that visually looks a lot more even. Okay, so here I'm doing that same idea with the 2 base pages, the kind of belt in the middle. And I'm going to go ahead and stick those down while we're here. Now, if you, I love to work on our mats, on the 13 by 13 mat, because especially when you're trying to make them symmetrical on both sides, this way you can put them right smack in the middle. All right, so this is going to go right here. I'm going to line it up. Sometimes I find the cardstock is slightly larger than the designer paper. I don't know why that is, but it's okay. All right, and then here's my other piece. These still do not look even to me. That's going to bother me. Maybe I should have cut this other one. There we go. Yeah. Watch me trim. I think I can do it without sticking it to my little thing here. I'm going to trim a little bit more off. It should be right just on the other side. I'm just going to go to that second line over there. And you can use the design or you can use the measurements. Piece by piece. Eventually I'll get it the way I like it. That's okay. Here, there we go. Now, has anyone joined me? If anyone's joined me, you do need to let me know if you cannot see something. I have to move that over a little bit. I apologize. I'm going to have to get this better by next time. Okay, so there's our little belt in the middle. And now I decided I want to, I love to score and fold paper. So I decided I'm going to cut this piece of paper in half. This is more of the chocolate, but I don't need a lot of it because it's just going to be way too busy. So I'm going to get my scoring blade, which is, where are you? There it is. My scoring blade. I love to make folded paper pages. So I'm going to put my scoring blade in. I must remember to replace that with the straight edge. So I'm going to score this. I'm going to do just a 1-inch score because I want that. Oh, wait. That's right. Nope. Hold the phone. Let me cut it in half. No, I'm going to score it first. And this is exactly what I do when I'm doing this on my own. So welcome to my crazy world. All right, so I'm going to score this because I don't have to fold it until after I cut it. Just a 1-inch. You know, don't press too hard because you will actually cut it. And then I'm going to score it at 1 inch on this side. Well, it's a little measurement. It's pretty easy to do on the right side. Score it on this side. And now I'm going to switch to the straight cutting blade. And I'm going to cut this at 6 inches. Put this paper in half. There'll be chocolates everywhere. Never too much chocolate in my book. All right. Okay, so I'm going to look for my score. And then, I have this in my brain. I'm not sure exactly if I want to have the scoring here, if I'd like to have the scoring here. I think it kind of joins the pages better if it's this way. And the thing I like again about using the mat is that I can line these up in the same spot. So I think I'll take it in 1 inch, the top. So it's going to be 11 on 1. Get this down. I'm going to use regular. Eleven and 6. 11, and then 1 and 6 at the bottom. And I have found when I do scoring paper, it's much easier to put your tape on the fold so you don't go out too far over here. Okay, got a little score there. Over here, it's going to be, oops, 1 inch in, 1 inch. So it's going to be, again, 6 and 1 at the top, 11 and 6 at the base. Okay, and let's do this little flap. Okay, it's already a different look. All right, now, I decided instead of doing another piece of paper, oh man, I forgot. All right, here we go. Just gonna lift this up because I forgot to put the little strip of paper there. Mamma mia, I'm forgetting a lot. I'm so concerned about you being able to see everything that I'm messing it up. Forgive me, and I will try to get better. So I decided to use this heart-to-heart border punch. I love this one. So I've already pre-punched it, so you don't have to listen to that. And I decided I'm going to put them at the base. So I'm going to have to use repositionable for this. Okay, the full hearts are they need to go the same direction, so that full hearts will be with the curves at the top. Repositionable tape runner. I don't know how we lived before we got this for these little fussy pages and fussy borders. Okay, I'm going to start here. I think I'm going to put the I'm going to put the hearts at the top. And I love this because we're going to be able to see the color come through. It's going to look different on both pages because, of course, this has a pattern. Do this over here. And okay, I skipped a step. All right. Still the little rounded part at the top. Put this right at the edge. This is already different from the project kit because it had just the paper at the bottom. And I decided I wanted to use these yummy donut stickers that came with this collection, with the Sweet Onion collection from last year. That might still be available. I'm not positive. I'm going to overlap these just a little bit so it doesn't have a funky space on there. Like center of the donut. Here, very busy on that page. But that's okay. Getting our patterns, getting our beauty on here. Okay. There's that one. Now I can put these down and mean it. All right. No harm done. They weren't permanently attached yet, just sort of, kind of. Okay. So now I am going to make, two 2 by 4 inch little banners. And I chose this paper because I like both sides of it. I think yes, it's busy, but it's fun. It's just fun. So I'm going to start here. This is a scrap, as you can see. I don't even remember what collection this is from. I just love all my collections. And I'm going to cut this at 2 inches. Another one at 2 inches. Good. There's even a little one that I could add for another embellishment if I want to. Tie it all together. Oops, sorry, big noise. Okay, now I don't know how you do your banners, but I think I saw maybe Lauren Hines or Becky Belote. They showed me, could have been, I don't know, I'm not who it was. Anyway, so if you just make a little pinch here, because you're going to be cutting that off anyway. So I'm going to cut this one where the fold is. You just go down at an angle. So here's one with the checkered part. So this one I'm going to fold the other way because I want to have different designs showing, like they did on the recipe, I mean the project recipe. Okay, this I'm going to go up a little bit higher. This one's going to be shorter. So I'm going to cut it like this. And a little bit shorter. So then they play together. That's not that much shorter. Okay, let's cut some more. You're getting the real picture of how I operate. Okay, there we go. All right, so these are going to go here, and I'm going to put the lighter one underneath because it'll show better. It'll help this one show up better. So let's get these 2 little banners up there. We'll put it in right here, and this other one next to it. This is a really fun page. And what I love about it is that I'm using my different, all my different scraps. Now I decided because I had so much red on here, I need some pink. I think I'm going to put a little more tape in here. There we go. So I had a few pieces of of pink, and I think I would like to do, I might cut some more. Do one here. The other thing that I was thinking about was making a real statement. And you could put a picture behind this. This is for a 4x6 photo. You could put that on here. I mean, that's really a very busy, beautiful statement, but frame somebody you love. I actually did use one of these frames for our puppy Kimi. Yeah, so you can see you could put different sizes. If I wanted to add a journal box, this would be a nice space for journal box. I didn't cut enough of these. I just wanted to give you an idea that you can use And of course, we have, well, I could make some more like 4x4. You can see this was a leftover from something else. And I have all these other little embellishments we could use. I put some strawberries, but I want to wait until I put the mats. Let's see, if we added some more, might be good to have. I think that one's 4x4. I think I would do one here like this. And then again, like they had done it a 4x4 here. Maybe I would do that several times. I would do like 4x4s perhaps. Yeah. Just have these. If you have these and play with them, it's really I have another 4x4. Huh. Oh yes, I do. I thought I do. Yeah, so I could do 4x4s. Um, could do another one there. Maybe another 4x4 here so you don't interact with that. Or a 4x6. Or 3.5x5. You get the idea. 3.5x5.5. You get the idea because you've got those banners there. And look at that, you've got a lot of photographs, a place for your, also for your journaling. And then you can add your embellishments. But the whole point of this was for you to see how you can take that original project recipe, or the page kit, and you can use that and be inspired to use it for whatever, with whatever collection you have, whatever things you have that you would like to use. Okay. I think that is all I wanted to share with you. I don't see any questions or comments, so I think I'm going to close out. Hang on just a minute. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. This was challenging for me. I hope you got something out of it. It is really great to use an idea and then make it your own. Use your own creative thoughts, fold the paper, use a punch, do something different just to make it your own and use up some of your, either your new things that you're dying to play with, some of your new punches that you maybe have, or some of your old stock that you have. But I don't want to say old, your stash, let's call it your stash. So if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section. And if you have if you need to go shopping, if you don't have an advisor, if you have an advisor, shop with your advisor. But if you don't have an advisor, please shop with your advisor. And I thank you for watching. You can check my website links, and everything will be in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye for now. Okay, now I have to see it.